Let us begin the lesson infectious diseases. Very interesting lesson, girls. What you must know about it. We will study about different kind of things that infect my body. This may look like a spaceship to you here when you see the picture, but actually this is a virus injecting its DNA into bacterial cells. The bacteria will copy the viral DNA, making more viruses. This picture is about viruses and bacteria. Now, girls, did you anytime get infected with anything? Not talking about coronavirus. Any small.
Yeah.
Many of
Bacteria.
Many of the times you got bacterial infection, many of the times you got viral infections, many of the time you got some cut and you got yellow color in that, the pus coming out. This is a normal routine that we get through it. And as in last lesson, we know that we spoke about white blood cells, we spoke about B cells, T cells, which are continuously ready to fight with viruses, they're ready to fight with bacteria, they're ready to fight with all the foreign organic matter. Foreign material, not organic matter. Okay, so let us start first here. Diseases cannot be treated. Is it true or false?
No, they can be treated.
They can. Hand washing can help prevent the spread of disease. True or false?
False.
True. It can prevent you from spreading the disease. Only bacteria and virus cause disease.
False.
There are other things also which cause disease. All diseases can be spread from one person to another. Do all diseases spread? No, there are only some diseases that transform. We'll study about non-infectious diseases which don't go to another person. Even if you shake hand, even if you anything, they don't come to that disease. Infectious diseases that transform, like coronavirus is an infectious disease. Antibiotic, which kills the bacteria. Antiviral, which kills the virus. Don't forget to highlight, this is page number 114. Okay. Did any time it happened, Malak, with you or Wateen with you, that you have severe pain in your throat? You cannot swallow water.
Yeah.
Even water you feel difficult to swallow. Yeah. That is usually bacterial infection. And I remember I used to say my kids, don't drink water when you are eating donuts. Don't drink water when you're eating fries. Don't drink water when you're eating pastries or cakes.
Miss, for me, it came for me 3 times.
Yeah, because sugar, anything when you eat sugar and then you drink water.
Miss, today I eat donuts and I drink water.
Usually avoid it, okay? Like give a time of 5 minutes. Especially don't drink cold water because the cold water will let your cake or the donut stick to your walls of the throat and later bacteria can grow there. Okay, sip of little warm water or normal water, it's okay, but avoid, all right? While there are many different kind of diseases, they are called as non-infectious or infectious disease. The one which is caused by your parents, the hereditary, or the environmental factors, like maybe because of cold weather, you have your running nose, because of, like they say, diabetes, and the diabetes destroy the cells that produce insulin. You know the word diabetes? What is diabetes? Blood sugar. Diabetes means the blood sugar goes high in my body.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you receive the project from diabetes? Because I've been sending it yesterday.
Really, Ghalia? I didn't. Did you send me on the website or on my group on the WhatsApp?
No, in the website. In the WhatsApp. In the website, I mean.
Website. I'm gonna check it. Good that you have informed me. And one more thing.
Okay.
Second, Ghalia, Ghalia, I wanted to. You need to take the highlighter, of course, and you need to underline that diseases that are caused by hereditary or environmental factors are called as non-infectious diseases. And examples type 1 diabetes. Now, this make it difficult for body to use sugar for free energy. Hemophilia is also one of the kind of disease. The, the blood do not clot girls. Now example, if I have a cut in my hand, maybe I am cutting a potato and accidentally you get a cut. After some time, your blood will become thick and it will become sticky and it will clot. You know the meaning of clot, girls? Do you know the meaning of clot? Clot means it will stick to each other and it will become thick. But the people who have hemophilia, their blood will not stop, girls. The blood will flow and flow. So that's why it's very dangerous. Some infectious diseases can be caused by environmental factors, like changes in DNA. And of course, with the cell as I told you in the last lesson, sometimes the cell, they produce, you cannot count them, uncountable. And when cells are multiplying, they lead to cancer. Whenever you see a cancer patient, you must know now that why is this cancer coming? It's because the cell in her or his body multiplies many a times. Okay? So cancer can be both because of hereditary or can be because of environmental causes. People who work around radiation, such as X-ray, those who work in the hospital, and especially I even told you with radiations, like the pharmacists, when they are preparing medicines, they are exposed to some rays. So I'm not talking about the pharmacists who give medicine in the pharmacy. I'm talking about those inside the hospital, they prepare the fresh medicine. There, they have to protect themselves from overexposure. So did you understand till here, girls? Now,
Yeah, miss.
a disease that is caused by pathogen. What is a pathogen? A pathogen is any substance. It could be virus, it could be bacteria that cause disease. This is a very, very important part of this lesson. You have to know that pathogens include bacteria, fungi, parasites, and these all are alive. And pathogens also include virus, but are virus alive? Is a virus thing? No.
No.
It is a non-living thing that depends upon living thing to reproduce. If imagine the virus is on the table, after some time it will die. It doesn't reproduce on the non-living thing. But if it enters your body, it is like a host. My body is host. It will again multiply number of times. Okay? Pathogens that cause diseases can be picked up. Can you read it from here? Did you highlight this 3 points?
Yeah, miss.
Please, Vatin, read from here. Pathogens.
Pathogen, pathogens that cause disease can be picked up from environment or passed from one living thing to another.
Some pathogens travel through the air. Sneezing and coughing can release thousands of tiny droplets that may carry pathogen. If a person inhales these droplets, he or she may become infected. Some pathogen can be passed from non-living things. A rusty nails can carry tetanus bacteria that may cause disease if a person is scratched by the nails. Pathogen can also be passed by other living things. Many diseases are carried by fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes.
Okay. So what they say here is pathogens can be passed from one person to another, but not all again. It can go through air also. Sneezing and coughing can release thousands of tiny droplets from your mouth. Okay, sometimes even the sweat, girls, sweat. So if person inhales these droplets, he or she may be infected. Some pathogens can be passed from non-living things, like example. You know what? Sometimes you are working with the nail. You know the nail, right? What do you say in Arabic? I don't know. What is it called? Nail. What is it called?
No, we differ.
Mismar, right? Mismar, a rusty nail.
Oh, nail? Yeah, Miss Smart.
Yeah.
I
So
thought the
rusty
nail
nail.
of the hand.
Maybe you are using with the hammer. You are using with the hammer, and accidentally it comes and pierces into your finger. What happened? There is a bacteria in the iron, in the nail, that is called as tetanus. So this tetanus bacteria, if it enters in my body, I have to go to the doctor and take anti-tetanus injection so that the tetanus what entered in my body has to be killed. Okay? Did you understand this?
Yeah.
So, pathogen can also be passed by other living things. Many diseases are carried by fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes. Even mosquitoes, even fleas, even ticks, they all carry these pathogens. Now, we have to say that cigarette smoke, it's a non-infectious disease. Strep throat that's been going around school, infectious disease because it's going around school. Skin cancer caused by too much of sun's exposure, it is non-infectious disease. The flu that you and your family members have, which is infectious disease. So did you understand the difference between infectious and non-infectious disease? Yes, girls, did you understand the difference between infectious
Yeah.
and non-infectious? Everyone? Any questions till here?
No, Miss.
Thank you. So let us watch the video till here.
Welcome. How are infectious diseases spread? Welcome to the
Can you see the video and can you hear the video?
Yeah, Miss.
lesson, Infectious Disease. In this lesson, you'll learn what causes various infections and what you can do to prevent them. You'll also explore the difference between infectious and non-infectious diseases. The vocabulary words for this lesson are non-infectious disease, infectious disease, antibiotic, and antiviral drug. Click each word to learn more about it. When you sneeze, you cover your mouth and nose. You were probably taught to do this when you were young. But why do you do it? When you sneeze, the germs exit your nose and mouth faster than a car speeding down a highway. Covering your mouth and nose stops those germs and keeps them from infecting someone else.
Can you see that? Germs can whiz around the room at 160 km/h. Your car doesn't go that fast when you go to Medina or Makkah and highway. 160 km/h is very fast. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
There are two different kinds of diseases, infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. An infectious disease is a disease that is communicable. That means that a person can catch the disease from another person. So then, what's a non-infectious disease? A non-infectious disease is one that you cannot catch from another person. What causes a non-infectious disease? There are a variety of factors. Some non-infectious diseases, such as hemophilia and diabetes, are caused by hereditary factors. Other non-infectious diseases are caused by environmental factors. Mutagens are substances in the environment that cause changes in a person's DNA. Examples of mutagens include X-rays, sunlight, and certain air pollutants, including cigarette smoke. In addition, some non-infectious diseases, such as cancer, are caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Can you guess which of these diseases are infectious?
Malak, can you tell me,
Click your answers.
looking at these, can you say me, Malak, which one is infectious, which can go from one person to another? Diabetes, skin cancer, common cold, the flu. Can you be loud?
Okay, Miss. Diabetes,
Skin cancer,
skin cancer,
cold, or flu? Which one go from one person to another?
oh, the flu.
Flu is correct, and even I think common.
That's right. That's it.
Okay.
Infectious diseases
Diabetes.
spread.
If you sit with a person who has blood sugar, it's not that you will get blood sugar. No way. If you sit with a person who has skin cancer, no way that you will get skin cancer. Because those are non-infectious diseases. They don't go from one person to another person directly.
From one person to another. They can be caused by pathogens. The flu and the common cold are infectious diseases. Non-infectious diseases cannot be passed from one person to another. They may be genetic or caused by environmental factors, like too much exposure to the sun. Diabetes and skin cancer are non-infectious diseases.
So what the next? If I ask you, Galia, give me example of non-infectious diseases. What can you tell me?
What cause?
If I ask you, what is the example of non-infectious diseases? Give me any two examples. Yes, Wateen?
Yeah, Miss.
Any two examples of non-infectious diseases?
Fungi, Miss.
Fungi is not a disease. I said the name of the disease which is coming to you
Bacteria.
by somebody else.
Virus.
Viruses, they come from one person to another person, like coronavirus. See,
Because Miss, it's lagging. I heard you say it spreads.
I said which is non-infectious. It do not, non, it do not infect. It doesn't come from another's body. I want the name of two diseases which do not come from another body. Yes, Wateen or Malak? Cancer,
Bacteria.
cancer,
Cancer.
and yes, and diabetes. Diabetes, it doesn't come from somebody. I know it is hereditary, it can be viratha, but if I touch a person who has diabetes, will you get diabetes?
No.
No, this means it is non-infectious. Infectious means if you're standing in front of some person who has coronavirus, maybe you can get with coronavirus because this is from one person to another person. So now did you understand the difference between infectious and non-infectious?
Yeah, Miss.
Sure. Example of infectious, you can say virus, bacteria, and but when I say non-infection, you must tell me diabetes, hemophilia, and cancer. Many like many other diseases.
Causes infectious diseases. Germs. Another name for germs is pathogens. Pathogens include bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Each pathogen causes a specific disease. Click each kind of pathogen to learn more about it.
Okay, now girls, I want you to make a table and write like example.
There are two different kinds of diseases, infectious diseases and
Okay, I want you all to make a table this way. Right now, do it. You have 5 minutes of the class. You make a table like this and then write down here, infectious, infectious, and here you write non-infectious. Then write what is infectious and what is non-infectious. Then write the example in infectious. You can write common cold, and flu. And here you can write skin cancer and diabetes. This way you will remember, girls. Come on, girls, do it now as an activity. Do it now and send me on my group. And if you want, you can even write the definition from here that infectious. Listen to him and he will say the definition, or from your book.
non-infectious diseases. An infectious disease is a disease that
So you just write here
Thomas, we write infectious and we write common cold and flu and we write infectious and we
Yes,
write
communicable. You can write that this is communicable. Communicable means it goes from one person to another. And in non-infectious, that's it. This is enough, girls. This is enough.
is communicable. That means that a person can catch the disease from another person. So then, what's a non-infectious disease? A non-infectious disease is
Simple, girls. Infectious, catch from another person. It can catch from another person. Can catch from other person. And non-infectious means non-infections means cannot be catch from another person. Okay. Just take a picture, girls, and send it. 2 minutes, I will leave then. Just take a picture of this and then send it to